Hello and welcome to another model building workshop. This is the holiday 2023 edition. So hope you're all having a good holiday season wherever you are. I'm coming to you from the Smith Hill Library in Providence. We're in the adult nonfiction section right now, and I thought I would show you some of the projects, some of the model kits that kids have been working on this year, kind of as a recap for the year, and a nice way to toast all of you, my viewers out there, and to prepare for 2024. So let's look at some of the things we've been working on here at the library with the kids. So Spitfires, always fun, and Monogram 148. You can't really go wrong with these kits. They're pretty good for kids, and there's a couple different variants of it that we've been working on. I'll show you some of these that are in various states of progress. So we got one here that's coming along. Getting there. Yeah. Another one here, kind of in a similar spot. It's the Mark 1. They're getting there. If you're not familiar with these kits, I'll give you a quick look at the instructions on them. Some of these kits have been around for a long time. I built some of these when I was a kid. Mark II Spitfire, sorry. It's like the Mark I has the twin blades instead of the three blades. You know, it's got the usual blow-up illustrations. I think a lot of us grew up building stuff like this. Fairly straightforward for kids. There's a few things that can get complicated, you know. Depends how detailed you want to go, because you could add the decal for the seat belts. It tells you how to paint all the interior. You know, for youth, I haven't really gotten into, or they haven't really gotten into painting interior parts. And you got a few different marking options for like the Battle of Britain period, which is pretty fun. It's colorful. I think that's a draw, that it has nice, fun markings. And the other Spitfire here is the Mark 9. This kit's been around a while. I know I built this one when I was younger. And his instruction sheet does not want to open. But again, a typical kind of blow up. Yeah, so these aren't too bad for kids. The biggest challenge they run into would be the landing gear, and it's often the case, like this one, that they just put the wheels up. So, what are the things that we've been doing? Figures are always popular, and we did try something a little different for the girls. We tried some of these sets from Hasagawa. These are different fashion figures from in this case, it's the 1970s fashions. They're all Japanese subjects for the most part. And we found there were plus and minuses to this kit. You know, this is how they tend to come out. We found that this was a little more difficult than we were expecting. One of the big challenges with this kit for youth was that the attachment points were very heavy, as you can see there, and cutting and removing the pieces from the tree was very challenging. And in this case, you got several different pieces to put the hair together. So there was some frustration for, in this case, it was a teen that was working on it, but even so, there was some more surgery needed than expected. But it did held their interest because, you know, interesting. Not the run-of-the-mill, you know. So that was kind of fun, and that did intrigue our builders, our female builders. Thought that was cool. And I'll give you a look at the instruction sheet for that. It looks really simple, but a lot of it is, you know, cutting and getting it off the tree. And of course we've got, oops, it's kind of stuck together here. We do a lot of these kits. The Tamiya 1/35 scale soldiers. I tend to use these a lot to start kids off on model building because they're kind of fun, simple to do. And if it's too much for a kid, they build one soldier, they've had the experience, and they're like, that was fun, and then they can shuffle off to do something else if it's not their thing. And they at least got something to take home. So, and then you kind of figure out who's really into the hobby and who's not. So, you can't go wrong with those figures. And for others, we go start there and you work up to... We do this kit a lot here at the library because this tends to excite a lot of the kids. And this is the Tamiya Wehrmacht mounted infantry. Of course, I do point out to the parents and children that it doesn't have to be a German soldier. There are different ways to paint this or change the headgear if you want, because usually I have some spare parts lying around so we can switch this to something else if they wanted to. Granted, the uniform, the Chinese and the Hungarians also wore a similar uniform, just different colors. So there's some ways around that, you know, if that's an issue, which understandably can be. And there's different ways you can paint this kit. We've also done a number of car kits. And so far we've been doing the 32nd scale because there's just enough detail and a fairly low number of parts that kids find these fun. I find them fun too, to be honest. As you've seen my channel, you may have seen that I've done a number of these different cars in the past. This is the Beetle here. We've tried some of the Lindberg 32nd scale. Yeah. Didn't never get around to painting this one. Yeah, you can see, well, a kid did this, you know, you can see the glue stains, but did a pretty good job, I thought. And, you know, that's, for the most part, this series of kits from ARII or Microwaves. They tend to be pretty popular with the kids. We recently did a bunch of Porsche 911s with some teenagers, which they really ate that up. They love that. And then, you know, for older teens, we've been doing things like tank kits. Try to find the front of the instructions here, but this is one. We've got a team that's been working on this for a while now, and this is a great kit. But again, a little more skill to put this together. I'll show you where he is with this at the moment. Let's get a bunch of sub-assemblies he's got here. I don't want to disturb too much. You know, we've got the upper top of the hull here underway. Running gear is pretty much assembled. So he's been working on finishing up the turret. Always find these Japanese turrets interesting because they've got the gun in the front and the back. Then you get the aerial that goes around. So, yeah, and it's fun. It's this particular youth was pretty intrigued when he saw the box art. He's like, oh, I got to try that. That's such an odd-looking tank. So, you know, and then we got some Japanese infantry that are going with it. Let's see this one. Again, from Tamiya. And that's pretty much what we've got going on here at the Smithdale Library. These are the different projects that are underway here with the kids. And looking forward to creating some more videos for all you guys. We've topped over 100 videos since we started this program. This whole thing has been the result of a COVID-19 lockdown, and the library decided let's try putting some online content out there since, you know, we're on lockdown. And we've just been keeping it going ever since. So thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Hope you're having fun. Hope Santa leaves you some good model kits. And we will see you in the new year, okay? All right, keep on building. Bye now.